Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are playing Assault Suit Vulcan, or Valken, sorry. Alright, let's see what kind of game we got going on here. The mission our squadron has been given this time is to destroy a large warship being built within an enemy colony. The plan calls for us to crash our battleship through the colony's wall, then blow up the enemy. Alright, sounds good enough. Let's jump into it and see what we got. Ship is about to crash into the enemy. Being so squadron launched as soon as we break the perimeter. Alright, what do we got? We got jump. Duck. Oh, so that's what switches our... We do get to change complete direction of all of our guns in like full 180 degrees. That's pretty nice. What is... Alright, we got a shield, and the other button does nothing. Okay, so we got a kind of a shield works good. Ah, too slow on that one. It's kind of cool that your bullets kind of do a little bit of a slight spacing to where they're not like perfectly in one direction or the other. Ah. Okay, so you can go through some wall or fly up through some things, but not others. All in all, so far, it's a nice little game. It's basic, but looking good. Yeah, I like it. You can kind of blow up some of the ground. All right, a boss. It's funny, as long as you're holding your shield down, front or back, doesn't matter. Wow, I don't know if like we just got real thing or what, but good God, that thing was a sponge. But we got there. I mean, all in all, the level is basic. The game's finally basic, but it's actually a lot of fun. It controls well. being able to shoot in all directions. It's kind of silly that as soon as you put your shield up in front of you, like it blocks from completely, you're like in a bubble, and it completely blocks everything. Alright, what do we got for stage 2? Don't crash into any asteroids. Good lord, they completely did a 180 on Alright, so you don't get your shield anymore. It's weird. Sometimes you can shoot these guys and sometimes you don't. They just kind of throw you in the blender at this point. Oh, this is garbage. Because of the way the gun moves with you, like when you control it, you can't actually target anything. So we have to be sitting, standing in order to actually be able to hit anything. As soon as we start flying, it sucks. Because whenever you go to fly somewhere, your gun actually faces the other direction. So you can't actually like target anything. The game went from great or from decent and fun to just absolutely stupid in the blink of an eye. Because when you're trying to actually move through combat, when you're flying, when you go to move, your gun moves that way. So if there's something in front of you and you go to move out of the way, all of a sudden your gun's facing this way. And then when you go to change direction, your gun moves too. So like the thing sits in front of you and your gun winds up going all over the place, but you can't hit nothing. It's really stupid. Like the high speed thing, it's whatever. Like that one's fine. But as soon as you get to the second half of this level, all control goes right out the window. And you can't hit anything. You can't really maneuver very well. Like the entire game does a 180 and just turns into absolute trash. Which is very disappointing because the game started out decent. Like it's not going to break any like awards or anything. It's not like the most amazing thing out there. But you know, it was actually pretty well done. I mean, this is already bad enough where you have nowhere to avoid anything. So you're just getting shot to hell in a blender. When you can't avoid anything, you can't block anything, you can't engage your shields. So all we get to do is sit there and take damage. So this level, this part of the level sucks, but it's whatever, and you can still more or less do stuff, but you can't really avoid any attacks. But once you get here, you can't hit anything to save your life. So you might as well not even bother. I'm just going to try to kind of run around and see if we can get wherever we're supposed to go without shooting anything because we can't hit anything. Like moving, we're just kind of at the mercy of everything. Yeah, this level sucks, like honestly. If we have to fight like this, that's just going to be ridiculous. The game went to shit like instantly. This level, is so obnoxiously just terrible. Like, absolutely garbage. Especially fighting a boss in this scenario is utterly ridiculous. Especially where you have to actually be accurate with stuff. It really sucks terribly. And it's just not fun. First level's fine. Not bad at all, you know. It's pretty basic, but it was fun. It was playable. There was no glaring issues with it. The second part of it, like, when you start off, you're like, this kind of sucks because you really can't avoid anything. Like, you're in these hallways, more or less, of rock, and you have 4 enemies in front of you firing his thing. So where you're getting hit, you have no shield, no nothing. But, you know, you can make it through. It's whatever. Not a huge deal. But then you get into the part where you actually don't have your thrusters, and then you're moving. So, again, you're moving, and your gun moving is the exact same thing. So when you go up to avoid something, your gun points up as well. So then the thing in front of you, you can't keep shooting anymore. And then when you go down, the gun points down, so you can't actually shoot in front of you. You're all over the place, which is absolutely stupid. So, fine, you go through that level trying to avoid as much as you can. You can't use the shield unless you're standing on the ground. Fair enough. But then when you get to the enemy, you're kind of not staying on the ground, and you're getting launched and moved around for no real reason whatsoever. All of a sudden, you're like anti-gravity, where on the same part of the level, you were able to walk around fine. There you weren't. And then trying to shoot everything, block everything, so much going on where you can't really do anything because moving in your gun, the way they did everything is just absolutely ridiculous and annoying. So, unless I'm missing something that I didn't do, but I mean, we went through everything. All the buttons are accounted for. So, I don't know. The game turns very, very disappointing very, very fast. And that level is just really just garbage and takes you completely out of the enjoyment of the game. Started off fine. Like, if it's continued like this, maybe got a little bit more advanced, did whatever, it would be a fun little game and it would be enjoyable. But what they did on the second level, throwing you into a blender and then making it to where your gun just moves with you and just becomes obnoxious, is really shit and not fun at all. So, anyways, with that being said, guys, thanks for joining me. Till next time, you guys have a good one.